The local power company told us they'd be hooking up our power line in the next 1 to 3 months. Because we requested they run the power underground instead of stringing it on a pole, they told me I needed to expose the sewage pipe and dig a 32-inch hole in the ground directly below the electrical box. So I went up in March to dig in the frozen ground.
"32 stinking frozen inches."
They put our power in. There's the transformer. Unfortunately, they didn't put the meter in. So we're trying to seed it where they dug the big trench. There's the box. Unfortunately, no power.
The aspen siding continued, as did many other projects. I found myself jumping from one project to the next, sometimes by the hour, depending on what needed to be done at the time. But soon our kitchen cabinets were going to be delivered, so I had to drop what I was working on at the time and start preparing the kitchen walls for the cabinets. I guess while the power company was in the area burying our line, they noticed several trees that were beginning to interfere with the existing power lines coming up from the main road. So they sent a crew out to cut the trees down. My dad and I decided to drag whatever logs were on my property up to the cabin. It was a pretty good supply of firewood for the wood stove. The first step for the kitchen was to build a half wall because we would be putting a breakfast bar on the other side of this wall. I guess you could also call it a lunch and dinner bar too, because we didn't want to take up any of the limited cabin space with a kitchen or dining room table. Our future plans were to build a covered deck with a table outside, so the breakfast bar or the table outside would be the choices for a place to eat, which has worked out just fine over the years. Another one of my favorite routes to or from the cabin is called Shelf Road, very close to Phantom Canyon as seen in episode 3. Northbound, it starts just north of Canyon City and ends in the old mining town of Cripple Creek. On this day, I was heading home from my cabin on the motorcycle and decided to take Shelf Road, another very scenic byway in the area.